back to an all-new episode of the Rated MA Podcast. I am Tavarus.
I'm Dabrian.
And I'm Blake.
And today we have a very special guest, a good friend of mine, Mr. Kelvin Eunique, who also has his own podcast, The Get Right, and he's also the content producer for Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee. Welcome, Kelvin.
What's up, y'all?
Welcome.
Go on and tell the people a little bit about yourself and your podcast and stuff.
I'm Kelvin. You can catch the Get Right podcast every Sunday at 10 o'clock, 10 to 12, live on the Good News radio station. If you don't know what that is, you're lame. So that means you need to download the Good News radio station app or check out thegoodnewsradiostation.com so you can listen every single Sunday from 10 to 12. And also make sure you check out Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored on Dash Radio, and make sure you look at our YouTube, Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
Now, what is your show about?
Our podcast, The Get Right, we like to call it a millennial happy hour. It used to be a happy hour, but now it's like a brunch hour because it's during the day. So our show covers pretty much anything that you can think of, from celebrity entertainment news to relationships to financial issues to everything that pretty much an African-American male between, 25 and 36 is probably going through.
And just to make mention, Kelvin is actually the first podcaster to show love to the Rated MA Podcast and have me as a guest on his show.
And y'all,
Unlike
the
some of
rest
these
of y'all
other
can come on.
Well,
hey.
Well, we need to book it when we leave.
Y'all gotta wake up though. It's Sunday morning.
That's at 12.
It's at 10.
Oh, 10.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
not
too
bad.
bad. So you can twerk all Saturday, wake up, and get your life right on Sunday morning.
So normally when we have our guests, we like to play a little game called Digging My Sack. So we're going to have you pick some questions up out of here.
Is that what that is?
That is a cute little sack
The whole time.
for you to...
Go ahead,
Kelvin, put your hand
Get a little loose out
I
here.
thought it was your
Pick
propaganda.
a question. Pick a question and read it, and then
I
answer
have
it.
like 5.
Go ahead, just take them all.
You'll read all of them.
Oh, all of them? Okay, would you sleep with your boss if they guaranteed you a promotion? Hell yes, me too. Hashtag me too. Sign me up. Hold on. Not my current boss.
You want to sleep with Jason Lee?
Oh, no. Too light skin. All right, here we go. Have you
I
ever
heard
had
you like him brown skin.
Oh, God. Next question.
Straight.
Next question.
All right. Have you ever had a threesome? If so, tell us about it. Yes.
You've had that many?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
The most recent one.
I'm trying to think of a funny story. I was involved in like an uninvited threesome. One I know I was about to like walk into. Has that ever happened to y'all?
Yeah.
Like you're just there and it's already set up, and then like,
Yep.
oh shit, like I've been coerced into this. That's kind of what happened. So then out of nowhere, it just started happening, and I'm like, do you join? You ever been in an awkward situation? Do you join? Do you watch?
Kinda.
And then you just jump right into it.
Yeah.
We'll pull another question.
Pull another question. I think this is the last one. If you could give your private parts a distinct flavor, what would it be and why?
You feel free to phone a friend.
Or ask him at the table.
I think I would taste like maybe like a Reese's, like a peanut butter chocolate cup.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm dark chocolate, but I'm not like special dark flavor because it's a little bitter. I think I have a little sweetness.
All right, Reese's.
Okay.
And it's thick.
Now, the last conversation I had with Kelvin when I actually went to his show, Kelvin was very adamant about saying that, hold up, you were dating a guy the last time I talked to you, right?
I was talking to someone. Yeah.
He was under the impression that y'all was dating.
Yeah.
Okay, so y'all not talking no more?
No.
Okay. Now, Kelvin was very adamant about he already has his wedding date set for, what's the date?
10/10/2020.
No matter who is around.
No matter who's around.
Oh, that's a good date.
Are there any prospects right now?
Are there any prospects?
And if it's thick, and good as Dabrian said it is.
Oh my God! Okay, are there any prospects?
Yeah.
No, actually, it's really funny. As of last night, no.
As of you were talking. So what happened?
You know, sometimes
That's hot off the press.
in a relationship, or when you're starting to get to know somebody, I believe you honestly do have to be equally yoked, and that's not about financial, because that's what a lot of people automatically assume. But like mentally, we have to be on the same
level.
page. Like
Yeah.
I can't. Me turning 25.5 in less than a month I feel like I need someone who is not only striving to reach their goals, but has some type of actual plan to reach them.
Right.
It's not enough to say this is what I want to do. I need to see how you're doing it.
Right.
And if we can't come up with a plan together to both get this bag, then we don't need to be in the bed. That needs to be said.
But how long were y'all kind of dealing?
We're kind of dealing for like 3-4 months.
Okay.
Oh,
And it took you that long to figure it out?
I believe in an extended talking period.
Okay.
Because I think, especially as gay men, we fall in love like that. And I don't know if because we are just natural nurturers or we both are just means of...
Needy.
Yeah. But we also tend to just fall for the next person that comes up and not give them enough space. I don't even know your mama name. What's your mama middle name? Like, what's going on? So I think that happened. And then, sometimes I think some people are homeless.
Oh my God!
He said like,
I always say that. I always think
Wait,
that.
homeless?
Yes,
Yeah.
Like
they
they
just
wanna
be looking
sleep
for a
over
place
all the
to
time.
stay.
Because
What?
it went from like us talking to you almost living here. And that really threw me off, especially me being single for so long.
But I feel like that's
I've never dealt with that.
If you really actively dating somebody, y'all see each other often and you sleep over a lot.
you can
But then I'm
over
sleep
a lot.
over at your house too.
Exactly. I've never.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever asked them?
Never. I did. They said they had a roommate that they weren't too fond of. So that was like one red flag. But then
That is a
also
red
it's just
flag.
like when I was at work, they would say, "I'll just meet you at your house," or
Yeah.
"Can I get your keys so I can just be at your house when you come?"
No, that
So
raises that would raise an eyebrow for me because I would feel like maybe you got something else going on at your house that you don't want to tell me.
or you don't have.
And have
that.
you ever said that? Like, what's
No, I never, because I'm not a prior.
4 months you
Me
can't
neither.
cry, nigga?
Yeah.
I try to just pick up context clues as they
Yep.
go, and then when I get enough of the picture, then I.
Then you
make
didn't
it.
really see much of a future for you two anyway if you
No,
wasn't
I
asking
didn't.
any questions.
I didn't, but also I thought that they were unfold.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to give them their space
I get
to
that.
let you in.
Yeah, to let me in and let
No, that's
in
it.
bits
That's
and
how I
pieces.
feel too.
Yeah.
I get that.
So if you are dating somebody, how many days a week do you expect to see that person? Realistically.
Well, I kind of sort of like to be alone for the most part. So I could see him like 2-3 max.
Somebody. Well, 3 is good.
3 is good for me.
Yeah. What about how far is too far if you're dating somebody? Like, can they live 45 minutes away? Or is that a
No.
deal
We live in
breaker?
LA.
For me right now,
Like Riverside or something.
If they travel.
I have to back it up because
Back
I'm gonna back it up.
Oh, you did have.
Yeah, because I used to say if you lived in the valley, I couldn't date you. That was long distance to me. But now,
Send a
I've-
postcard.
Yeah, exactly. But I've since changed my mind about that, and I'm talking. I'm entertaining somebody that doesn't live in LA. So I would say that I'm open to long distance as long as there's a goal.
Oh, you
Somebody
really like
has
this
to
person.
move. I do.
Yeah, somebody has to move eventually.
Somebody has to move
But I'm
eventually.
talking about within the city. Like, is it too far for them to live an hour away?
If I could talk to somebody in Chicago, I could talk to somebody that lives an hour away.
And what about you? How many days a week you want to see somebody?
I say, okay, so maybe 4,
Yeah, that's good.
Damn.
5.
That's good.
That's why the man
If
was
we're
still
sick-
living there. Shit.
No. I can see, but you can go home.
I gotta keep my toothbrush over there 4 or 5 days out.
If
the
I
week.
come
You don't
over
have to stay
after
the
work, I'm
night.
sleeping over.
Yeah, you can stay the night every now and then, but like you don't have to stay the night every night. Like,
But
I
I
would
wouldn't want
chill over
to.
there and I would go home. I also like my own space. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the last guy you was talking to, you was there every day.
Which guy? The one that lives over off
Yeah.
of Figueroa?
Yeah, that one.
No, I was not. I used to have to like put up this wall for us not to see each other every day. If he had it his way, he would like us to see each other every fucking day.
and do you find that difficult to maintain, or do you find that annoying?
What you mean?
Yeah, when I come home from work, I want to come home. I want to take my bra off, take my face off, and just sit and chill. Naked in front of the TV. I want to pass gas how I want to pass gas,
Right.
and I don't want nobody else around. I just want to. I want it to be quiet.
Or because sometimes you just need. My mom always told me this: like you got to give your partner space to take off their jacket. So whenever my dad came home, she would at least let him come in the house, go to the room, take off his work coat, take off his work shoes, have a moment to himself, and then go speak to him. And I think sometimes in relationships we don't do that. Like I'm gonna meet you at your job and we can go to work together. Or I'm gonna be waiting for you right at the door.
Tavarus.
Have a conversation,
No.
all this other stuff, instead of letting you come home and take off the jacket.
I used to date this guy. He would get off at like midnight. This is when I lived in Atlanta. We were both on the train or whatever. So I would meet him at like whenever he got off, and then he wouldn't talk to me the whole ride home. But it wasn't no tea. Mm-hmm. He wouldn't talk to me until after he smoked, which was like a good hour and a half after we got in the house. Mm-hmm. And then, it's all good. But
you couldn't just come over then?
Well, he had to pass my house to get to his house anyway, so I just meet him.
Sure.
But still, he took that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ain't work out, so. And
because he didn't give him a moment.
No, you know what? We stopped talking because
You should have wrote his blunt for him.
No, I did, and I used to dread his hair for him.
Oh,
Bitch, I'm a trap queen.
Okay.
You are.
No, we actually stopped talking because I thought he was a horrible communicator. Like in the sense that you would text him and like 24 hours later he'd hit you back.
Oh no!
But years later, as his friend, that's just how he is, and I took it personal as we were together.
Okay,
but that's not something.
Well,
I
did
could
you
tolerate
express
anyway.
that?
Of course, he tried, but it just wasn't enough for me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you all find it difficult to? Because we all know about love languages, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So do you all find it difficult to try to figure out other people's forms of communication?
No, I don't.
I just ask him.
Yeah, or I just make them take the love language test.
Mm-hmm. Well, normally, like say you meet like if I'm really trying to get to know you, I'll call you. I won't text you, but I'll ask you like, what kind of communicator are you? Like, should I expect a fast reply in the text, or what's your work day like? Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you get back to people at the end of the day? I ask all of that because I don't want to assume nothing.
So you're a phone caller.
Yeah,
What are you?
but my love language is quality time.
Quality time. So face to face.
Yeah.
Is important. What about you?
Random acts and also gifts.
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 Go digger. Go ahead.
gifts.
That's fine.
What about you?
Mine's is words of affirmation. Like I don't have to see you all the time. I don't have to. I'm a texter, so I'm not gonna be on the phone with you a lot. But just tell me, hey, I was just thinking about you today.
Yeah.
Or hey, I seen your picture on Instagram. You doing it?
Well, you can tell me that during the day, but at nighttime, I need to hear your voice before I go to bed.
How do you express your language of love?
I am also words of affirmation. Like I will send you random texts throughout the day. Just say, hey, I'm just thinking about you, or hey, I know you had a big meeting today. Hope it all goes well.
Yeah.
Just send you some positive energy. I'm a gifter too, but I'm not gonna just simple stuff. Like if I hear you mention something, I'm gonna get you this. Or if I'm on my way home and I know your favorite food is like a frosted honey bun, I'm gonna grab a frosted honey bun.
That's cute.
Simple stuff.
No water sign stuff.
Yeah.
Are there things that you only do when you're mutually exclusive in a relationship as opposed to just dating?
That's my problem, I think.
You get
Because
relationship tea from jump.
Yeah. Because I think I set the expectation too early. And then I get mad when they take it as a relationship.
Ooh, you one of those.
I'm one of those.
Oh.
Ooh.
And it took me a while to admit that. That I set the expectation early, and then when it happens, I'm like, oh, retreat, and I'm learning.
But maybe like, oh, we're not in a relationship, so yeah. And I judge people by not what you tell me, but by your actions.
Yeah.
So you could tell me that we are in a relationship, but if you treat me like we're not in one, then we're not in one. And if you tell me that we're not in a relationship, but you treat me like we are in a relationship, motherfucker, we go together. And you cheat on me, I'm gonna bust your head.
People end up at
Nah, much as she got on me for hitting bitches in the head, now you want to get on me.
They be playing with my feelings, T. I don't mind that shit. You know I'm sensitive as fuck.
But no, I think that it's important. That's why whenever I start talking to somebody, I try to make it clear what my intentions are up front, because I know that I'm a Scorpio Sag, so I'm right there on that cusp. So I'm super passionate, and I can also be super standoffish sometimes. So I had to make sure that I know what their intentions are, so I can make sure I meet them and also let them know what my intentions are. Because
But I think with me, my intentions change. So like say I meet you and I'm hot and heavy and I'm giving you everything, you feel like we go together, and then my mood will switch like that, and then it's like now we
so you like hot and cold?
Yeah.
She changed like the weather.
I don't know what's wrong.
She changed like
How
my
do you
panties.
deal with that though?
How do I deal with it? How they deal with it?
Both.
I don't know. I'm starting back therapy November 8th.
They go upside their head. That's how they deal with it.
For real.
How are you?
I don't know. If I'm in it and I like you and I feel like I'm getting the same response, then I'm gonna go all the way in. But I'll hold on to it. And when you start pulling away and all of that, then I'm gonna go crazy.
I used to do that in my early 20s.
Yeah.
Like, I would be so, like, clingy and grabby when you trying to put... And you telling me I don't want to be with you and I'm leaving. I'm just like, no, we could, you know what I'm saying?
Let's work this out.
But now,
But I'm not like crazy about it. Like I'm not like
Yeah, well, not no. Well, you shouldn't be at this age.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about it, but I am. You know, if I feel like you've invested the same amount of time I invested, and then you just kind of like start distancing yourself, which rarely happens. But if you do, then I just need answers.
Right.
Like just break it down to me. Just talk to me, and then I'm good. But if you're not giving me no answers, then I'm like, what's good? Like, what's up? What's good? And all of that. I'm asking questions.
Yeah.
But I'm good. If you want to go, you can go.
What's your guys' biggest fear going into any new relationship?
That you gonna have a little dick? I'm kidding.
No.
Because you saw that the first night. Now what's your real fear?
Ooh.
That was so cute for you. She tried. I don't know. Come back to me.
Biggest fear?
Biggest fear going into a new situation.
Going into a new situation, my biggest fear is liking you more than you like me.
So how do you like pace yourself?
Now I just sit back and I just try to step outside of who I am and look at myself from a different perspective, and then try to not go about it the traditional way I've always gone about it. Mm-hmm. So trying to not be the old me is how I approach these situations now, and it works. So I've protected myself from a lot of crazy situations that could have went down.
I never thought about that. That's a good one.
That is very good. I'm gonna co-sign with David.
Yeah,
I'm gonna co-sign that too.
I mean, because you have to at this point. And if you've been in, some crazy situations in the past, and you know that things weren't working for you, because that's like psychotic if you keep going back and doing the same thing over and over again. So to step back and say, you know what, I'm Dabrian, I'm crazy, I'm a Pisces, I have problems. Let me step out of that guy and let me see how this guy really is, and just go with the flow of things, and maybe try to look at things less emotionally and more factually, yeah.
What about you, Kelvin?
I think the biggest fear is probably wasted time. Now that sounds bad because every relationship is a lesson, but honestly, like sometimes you can't get back, and it's sad when you invest in something and you don't get a return on it.
Right.
So I think that's probably like the biggest fear. Like, what if this does not work out?
True. Or maybe you could start asking more questions and cut your time in half.
This is very true. And stop waiting. Stop playing Easter egg hunt.
There you go.
Slowly picking them up.
Do you guys think that you can fall in love in 30 days?
Yes. I can fall in love in a week.
Baby,
Yeah.
listen. It's love at first sight. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do that too. I've been there before.
Me and my last boyfriend, we met on a Tuesday. The Saturday, he told me he loved me, and we moved in 6 weeks later.
I've done that before.
And we were together for like a year and a half.
Yeah.
Oh, that was cute. That was probably like your longest relationship.
It was.
All he could take. 18 months.
Can you control who you fall in love with?
No.
No?
I'm living testimony of that. I believe that's definitely a no. I could see that you're definitely going to be bad for me and still be falling for you.
Oh, no. You got to be able to fight that.
No.
I mean, I know chemistry is a motherfucker, but I think staying in love is more of a choice.
Yeah. No?
Yeah.
Not really. Not for me.
I think you got to actively.
Once you get me over that threshold and I'm in love, it's hard as fuck to pull myself up out of that.
Really?
Yeah, it's I can't turn that off. Like that's really hard.
What about you, Kelvin?
No, you can't control who you fall in love with.
Because, like, you could be liking somebody.
You can't. I was trying to think of something real deep and like all in there, but no.
I feel like, Blake, you would try to control it. Like, if they don't meet what you want on paper, you're not even going to give them a chance, even if you feel the chemistry.
Then I'm not going to fall in love with them.
So you controlling who you fall
What's on the
That's
paper?
not me controlling.
Yes, it is.
What's on the paper?
No. That other... Well, no. Ooh. All right, then you might be right. If you don't meet my list, then
What's on the list?
A job and money and debt.
Not money per se.
Come on,
but,
Chili. What Chili wants?
Okay. Oh, we should do a little love reality show. What a boy needs. I just want you to be like you said. Like I don't want to waste time. And it sounds so superficial when you say it, but I don't want to waste time with someone who's not worth my time. And I want you to bring something to the table. Like, here I am. I done brought the whole motherfucking dining room set. And you want me to go ahead and put food on it too? Like, what you gonna do? You just can't come here thinking like, ooh, you a snack. Well, bitch, I need an entree. 5-course meal. I'm a bad hungry bitch. So I want them to bring something. So it's not about the money per se. It's more so about like, just, be able to take care of you. Be independent. Right. Don't come to my situation trying to depend on me when I feel like what if ever I need, then I might need to depend on you. And I want somebody I can lean on in my time of need just as they can lean on me in their time of need. And if you ain't bringing shit to the table, then I can't lean on your ass.
Right.
So what if they're working towards that?
I ain't dating potential.
So you don't date a fixer-upper?
Yeah, I used to back in my younger days, but at a certain particular point in life, you have to realize like that's not where I am in life. It's just like I'm not gonna be in my 50s dating somebody who just graduated high school going into college because he got potential to become a doctor. Nigga, call me when you doing your residency. Then I'll date that potential.
So say you meet somebody and you like them, you all into it. In the dating process, what would be like 2 deal breakers for you in the getting to know phase?
2 deal breakers?
Yeah. Like, you already like this person. What would make you be like, okay, I'm cool?
He ain't got no job.
When you met him, you had a job. You like him now. Y'all dating.
We dating.
Yeah.
I don't know. He cheats on me.
Y'all not together. I said y'all dating.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't play all that shit. We dating. We going together. We getting to know each other. We doing this. No. Bitch, if we fucking... We go together, and we only fucking one another. So that's it.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, how many niggas you go with? Bitch,
and the number is 4.
4. Magic number.
No, I'm saying if we're like fucking, if we fuck more than 3 times, and we have something like that's consistent. Because again, I don't judge you by your words. I'm judging you based on your actions. And if we have something consistent going on, and we're doing things that couples do, then we're a fucking couple. So don't use that scapegoat shit at the end of the day. Be like, oh, well, we weren't together. We never had the conversation. No, that shit is hogwash and bogus. Nigga, we go together.
What about you, David? 2 deal breakers in the getting to know phase.
I catch you in more than one lie. That's the number 1 deal breaker, because that's only going to tell me what you're going to be doing in the future.
Right. Especially when you lie about something small.
Just dumb shit, yeah.
And don't volunteer a lie.
Right.
I can't stand a bitch who volunteer a lie.
And if we're in the dating process, if we're arguing, we can't be arguing in the dating process. We just can't.
That's true.
No.
Well, I mean,
it's discussions, but it shouldn't be arguments. If we're arguing, it's just all these things are like somebody told me a long time ago. What you deal with in the beginning is what you'll deal with in
that's what you signed up for.
Yeah, that's true.
So if I see these things or these things are happening, then I need to.
Well, what do people argue about in these situationships? Because I don't
personality clashes.
Well, what do you mean? Like, then why are y'all even dating? I don't get it.
It's
lust.
Yeah.
That's not dating. That's fucking.
No, y'all fucking, but y'all trying to make it more than what it's supposed to be. So y'all not mixing.
I got the spirit of discernment. I've never argued. I don't think I've ever argued with the man.
But you also passive aggressive and you just disappear.
Yeah, that's it. What's there to argue about?
I'm getting my
I don't like some shit. I don't like some shit you did. So peace. That's See, I'm not taking your calls no more.
See, I gotta get my point out.
I don't argue. We'll have a conversation because I don't believe in raising my voice, especially like if we're.
But arguments aren't always about raising your voice either.
But what's the topic? Is what I'm talking about.
Just anything. It could be something.
You might be a trigger for them a certain kind of way and did something that you don't even know you did, and they feeling some kind of way. Now they giving you the cold shoulder, and you don't understand why. So
the argument
like I left the dishes in the sink or some shit.
I mean, anything. It could be y'all always going to dates, and you're starting to recognize that you always pay. Now we need to have a conversation, and that conversation turns into an argument.
Right.
Oh, so yeah, that would be that. That's the Blake disappearing. That's the we ain't going on dates anymore. Bye.
How many dates until you know it's the one?
3 is my magic number for everything. 3 dates, 3 times we have sex, 3 months, 3.
Kelvin.
On the 4th, we go together.
You know what? I had sex with somebody not that long ago, and they was like, if you keep fucking me like this, he said, if you fuck me like this 2 more times, you're gonna be my nigga.
Yep.
I said, what? Mind you, on the 2nd time, he was like, okay. I'm like, he's like, okay, bitch, you got one more time. You running out.
So you stop fucking him.
He shook his head, no, y'all.
I'm married.
What about you, Kelvin? When you go on dates with guys?
I think you can know from the first date. Mm-hmm. You honestly can know from the first date. Because for me, I look at a couple things. How engaging you are with me, but also how you treat our server. Mm-hmm. That is so important to me. Like, I've literally left a date in the middle of a date because they were rude to the server.
Oh, wow. I've never had that.
Did you see that meme? It's a meme going around right now that says, we can't go to dinner if you go and you're asking to speak to a manager.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
Or you send your food back.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Oh, no, you can't send it back too many times. You got one time, actually.
But if you ask to speak to a manager, then we can't go on a date. If you're one of those people.
Because that just lets me know how you're going to treat everybody else around me.
Yeah.
Because that happened with this previous one. Then when they meet my friends, it's still like this. I don't like a pompous spirit. Like, who do you think you are? I don't get I mean,
humble
accolades
yourself.
you got, like, who class for you, any of that. God bless you on your journey.
Yeah.
I'm not about that Hollywood stuff.
No, I hate
so
that.
don't come in acting too much and then like treating my friends like, nigga, they was here before you be here after you. So,
now, you when you bring a guy around your friends, do you care about their opinion or not really?
I do a little bit because I know how I am, and my friends are like family to me, and I know I have a big heart, so like everybody that I meet automatically becomes like family to me. And if you cannot embrace my friendliness or how outgoing I am, then we can't be together. Because I can't be having you question everybody. Did y'all? Half the time, no, I don't. I've never messed with these people.
Yeah.
I
think that's a valid
nice.
question at the beginning. If you're trying to figure out dynamics, certain ones.
But I don't. For me, it does not matter to me what happened before you
I'm
knew.
the same.
But a lot of times it's still going on.
If it was before me, I don't care. And if we're talking, then you should start to cut off those things.
I don't know. If I see something
If we're starting to
suspicious,
date, you should cut out those things.
No,
if
I
it
agree.
happened before me, I don't really care because what can I do? There's nothing I can do.
So do you bring your whoever you're dating around your friends as a litmus test?
No.
Okay, it just has to happen.
It just has to happen naturally.
Like when we go on a brunch, come.
Yeah. Or if I feel like we're at that point where I can bring them around my friends.
How long do you wait until you're at that point? And do you wait to bring them around your friends?
That's a good question. I don't know. It's like a feeling.
3. Go with that.
Yeah.
So
After the third date.
They should feel special if you bring them around your friends, or are you kind of casual with it?
I'm kind of casual with it. Well,
It sounds like
take
it's
that back.
both.
Depending on what group of friends I'm bringing you around.
Oh, right.
So like if I'm
That's
just bringing you around like some coworkers or something like that, I don't really care about them. But if I bring around my frat or I'm bringing you around like my good friends here, then you should probably feel some type of specialness about that.
Because I have friends who bring men around all the time, and I'm like, ain't none of it special.
You shouldn't do that.
You know, I don't want to be, and also I don't want to seem like I'm the hoe around my friends. Like,
Well, you know
they
your
just
friends
serial-
hoe, so it don't matter.
I don't want to be like no serial dater and then like,
They like, she got another one.
yeah.
That's what that
Do you guys think that you should drink on the first date or not? Because people act different when they get a little liquor in the system.
I think yes, because I think when you get a little liquor in your system, you tend to speak more of the truth. You tend to be more direct and say how you feel. And I would love that.
I kind of wish you would be the same sober. I don't. Why you
I mean,
look
I
at
can
talk to
be,
me?
but I think liquor and not saying you should use it as a crutch or whatever, but I do think if it plays a role in a date, I think it allows people to be a little more honest than they normally would. It kind of loosens the mood.
Yeah, especially on the first date, they may be nervous.
Yeah.
Because like on Millionaire Matchmaker, she says it's a 2-drink limit.
Yeah. Just a buzz.
Because you don't.
But a lot of people
you don't
meet up
like
for drinks and
alcohol.
happy hour.
No, I'm not gonna get fucked up with you on the first
I'm a
date.
lightweight,
But
like,
I'll take a little
I'm not even
buzz.
halfway through
You need
this.
to sip some
and
more
I'm-
of that, 'cause that's ice.
No, you already see me over here leaning, and that's not because I'm comfortable. It's like because I'm starting to feel this drink. I'm a lightweight, so
Just
like if
pace
I
yourself.
have, it's a straw. It's just a straw. But if I have like more than 2 drinks on a date, I'm gonna be toasted, and that's gonna be inappropriate.
Yeah.
So you're gonna start flirting and trying to take it to somewhere else.
No, because I have self control, but I just don't. I don't want to seem like I'm sloppy.
Right. I think that's a good test to see if somebody take them to get drinks to see how far they go. I never thought about it until now because I can't deal with the
I have to
sloppiness.
walk out on you.
Right, don't
Yeah.
take me to get no drinks, because if I don't fuck with you like that,
Who
I'm gonna
tab
use
is
up all
on?
your money.
Right.
Right.
Up on me.
I pay for all the fleece. He can pay for all the drinks.
Oh shit.
How has your dating style evolved since your early 20s? Like, what's changed?
I take my time now. I'm more cautious and I'm more selective and picky than I used to be when it comes to dating. If I'm gonna let you into my life, there's some prerequisites that you have to follow. Mm-hmm. But when I was in my early 20s, I was just like, "What's up? You cute? What's up?"
Yeah. I thought somebody coming over and like watching the DVD was a date.
Back then,
It's
still a date to a lot of people.
I feel like it's a date to me.
Tired. Really?
Yeah.
If you really trying to get to know somebody, you need to be at the house.
Why? I feel like I can get to know you better.
It's always
in an
gonna lead to
intimate
sex.
setting. Not always.
First
If
date,
you a
a
hoe like
first
you.
date don't come to my home.
Huh?
I don't believe a first date should be at your house.
No, I don't.
Not the first 2 dates.
And I don't believe a movie is a good first date.
Not at all.
I would never take you on a date to the movies.
Unless you take me to the movies and dinner.
But if he come to your house, what y'all gonna do? Watch TV?
Yeah. We can watch TV,
And
we can
fake
talk,
talk?
and we can get to know each other. It doesn't have to lead to sex. I feel like especially, first of all, let's be very clear. We're two men, and in order for it to lead to sex, certain things need to happen.
So you wouldn't fleet before they came over on purpose?
Correct. And then I'll set the tone.
You gotta know your cycle. You don't need to flee every time.
Oh, sure.
I fleet every day.
Because you never know.
Thank you.
I'm just a clean young lady.
But he a top, y'all.
And guess what? Niggas love eating my motherfucking ass. Let me just tell you. And they be like, "You the cleanest top I ever met in my life." I be like,
I believe that.
Go
They
ahead.
can't get enough.
I told you smell like sugar. A bitch smell like sugar, tastes like cupcakes.
Anyway, what's changed in your dating life, bitch?
I'm the same bitch. I honestly feel like I'm the same. I date the same type of boys. Mm-hmm. First of all, let's go back. I've only really probably been in 3 relationships, and I have not been in a relationship in the last 9 years.
Yeah, but that don't have to do with dating.
No, well, I don't date for sport either. So, like, the last person that I actually dated was probably like 2 years ago.
Now, I remember last year you said that you were going to start taking somebody out once a month. What happened with that?
It didn't go.
Because you don't even seem like you're in the dating space no more.
It didn't go. Well, I am still in dating space, but it's just that you just get so frustrated, and men just like when I meet people and I talk to them, I kind of like just check them off. Like, oh yeah, nope, I couldn't date you. Nope, I couldn't date you. I couldn't date you. And maybe that's my issue, is that I can find something wrong or a reason not to date every guy I encounter. Mm-hmm. But also it's just niggas just do dumb shit. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, okay, even when I go into something thinking like, oh, bitch, this could be the one. And then I'll go through your phone and be like, he couldn't even be the 2.
Why do you go through their phone?
Because I'm crazy. Go ahead.
Why not?
I
Next
don't
question.
believe in going through
I don't either.
Next call.
I do not believe in that.
No, trust but
I do
verify.
not touch
No,
I will.
no.
One thing you can know about me, what will be.
I ain't
for
gonna go through
certain,
everybody's phone in case my next husband is out there.
I don't go through nobody's phone. I don't touch nobody's nothing.
I try not to.
I just rather not. I've been down that road before, and every time it was ugly, and I just rather not. I want to just be with you and know that I don't have to do that.
I'm not even going to lie. The guy that I was talking to most recently, we went away or whatever, and I had his phone recording him for Snapchat because he was doing something, and Spirit was talking to me.
Oh,
So then,
Spirit will always talk to me. Let me tell you something.
so he had a Snapchat message that came through, whatever, and I put a little check in my head, whatever. So then later on, he gave me his phone again, and I just so happened to look for it, and I seen, and it said the message he sent was, "Yeah, so you can come and take advantage of me."
So he don't.
Mind
know
you, while
very
we was
well.
together.
he don't know you very well.
So I was like, oh, okay. So then we had got to the hotel, and I said, call housekeeping and ask them to bring some towels up here. So I said, oh, while you on the phone with them, ask them to give you Marlon numbers and see what time he come to take advantage of you. And then I went in the bathroom and I closed the door and I took a shower. So he knocking on the door.
Conversation. Be so dramatic.
Oh my god!
Dramatic. Got a flair for the drama.
Oh my god!
Girl.
Whatever. So that was that.
Every time I think that I'm crazy because I'm a water sign, I think about Tavarus and the shit he doing. I'm like, oh, I ain't that crazy.
Oh, but I don't even know if I should say this.
I think you should.
You should.
Okay, so
Bitch, we trying to get renewed for another season. They ain't seen my contract paperwork yet.
okay, so like I don't go Okay, I don't date a lot either, and I don't like hang out with pieces and bring them to the club and be in the same space and all of that. So Sunday, I decided I wanted to go out or whatever. So the guy I'm talking to, he told me he was going out early, and he asked me if I was, and I said no, but I ended up getting off work early, so I had called my friends with let's step out. So we got there about 11:45, and just so happened we was both arriving at the same time and was standing in line right behind each other. Random. Oh. So I kind of backed up and let a few people get in front of me because I didn't want to be
spirit.
all up on the bitch back. So he came over. I spoke to him when I passed the line, but then he came over trying to make his presence known. And I think he wanted to be introduced, but I didn't give him
your
that.
friend.
Yeah, to Nate. I was with Nate.
Okay.
So I was like, hey, and bye. I didn't do none of that.
Yeah.
So get in the club. Well, let me fast forward. At the end of the night, he was like, oh, it's cute seeing you with you and your boo. And I was like, my what? Mind you, I'm thinking he playing.
Yeah.
So he was like, he said, you ready, right? I said, what are you talking about? He said, you and your boo. I said, I knew you was coming to the club with you. I don't even go to the club with niggas. What are you talking about? So,
why you just didn't answer and say, no, that wasn't my boo?
No, right. Because it's foolishness, and I don't display myself.
I don't think that's foolishness.
Well, anyway.
You were playing games.
No, I wasn't playing no games.
Because you know how you would have felt if somebody would have approached you with that same response.
And then,
what?
If
someone would have avoided that question like that and danced around it, you would have...
But why would you assume that that's my boo because we at the club?
Because you never introduced him.
Yeah, because you didn't introduce him.
No.
Oh, hey, this is my friend Nate.
Yeah.
I don't get
hey,
that.
this is such and such. I've talked.
I get both ways.
But that's what you want.
I get both ways. One, he shouldn't have came at you like that.
Yeah.
He should have just said, hey, who was your friend that you was with? Because you didn't introduce us, so I felt kind of weird. And then you also should have introduced him to Nate.
I didn't feel like none of it.
But I know you, and I know that you don't introduce your friends to your...
But this is also the same person that was, closing the hotel door and talking about something, and why you added call Marlon and tell him to do this, as opposed to just approaching the situation, having a grown man conversation.
No.
The same grown man conversation you wanted him to have, you weren't.
No, we could have had a conversation. You're not going to be calling me at 3:30 in the morning, blowing me up. First of all, I'm not talking to anybody that's intoxicated. That's number one. Okay,
Well,
so you can talk to me in the morning,
though.
and you're gonna stay in them.
Okay, but
you bad?
I honestly think that you really should have introduced him to me.
Mm-hmm. I think so as well.
No.
Yeah,
Because you know what that perception would have given.
And especially if you knew that you were going out with your friends.
Oh, he said you could
have
at least gave me a heads up that you was coming to the club with a friend, so I wouldn't have no assumptions. I ain't running shit.
No, you didn't have to do that. But when you got there, you didn't have to do that. But when you got there, you should have introduced your friend to him. And I know you have a thing.
And then
with that.
if you weren't going to introduce him, if you could have said, you could have given him the heads up. This is somebody that you were interested in, and you were dating, and you were getting serious about, and he was on the same wavelength as you. You owe that to him.
I don't owe nobody shit.
See, that's your problem.
Bitch, I don't even pay all the same.
Now I will have to say that that's not right how you handled that situation.
So what I did wrong because I didn't introduce?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you should have introduced.
So next time,
No, that
you're
won't
all
be.
out in public and you're with your friends, just say, hey, this is such and such, and then they can be like that way. Because I'm the same way. Like, if I'm talking to you and I'm with my friends, we don't need to be all together at the club.
Yeah.
No, you
But
don't.
I
don't
don't
need to-
introduce you to my
Yeah, I'm
friend.
not-
I didn't feel like none of it.
No,
This
you
is my
have to
friend.
introduce.
And get it.
You have
That's
to.
it.
You have to introduce.
Because the only
That's
people
it.
who hide stuff are people who have something to
But
hide.
it's not even hiding.
I know you didn't have it to hide, so then why were you hiding it? So
Right.
it was just you being petty?
No, that's just not what I get.
He don't do that. He don't introduce the guys he talks to his friends. He just don't do that. He said that last season that he does not.
And it's not even like bitch, I ain't doing shit that I don't fucking want to do.
right, but
So I'm damn ready.
But you need to get over that.
Relationships are about compromise.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm not in a relationship.
And you ain't gonna be in one.
Shit.
Looking.
He said he's going to see some therapy in the next couple of weeks. So.
Well, write that question down and ask them.
Yeah.
Write what question down?
Should I introduce my friend
No.
to my friend?
I shouldn't have did shit.
Run me your therapist number.
I ain't started
Well,
yet.
actually.
But anyway, so years ago, I don't know if Blake remember this. You had like a little party or whatever.
This bitch.
And you had some dildos, and we was having like a dick sucking
I
contest.
do remember.
What?
So I wanted to do something like dick sucking etiquette. And since I feel like you got the best throat on the panel, I want to learn how to suck dick better. Like, tell me.
Is this that episode? Shit.
No, like, tell me. Describe to me.
I honestly, okay, so first of all, I really am reluctant to share my dick sucking secrets because I pride myself on being one of the best. And if I give it to you, then you gonna be sucking dick like I suck dick.
Not necessarily.
So I'll give you this one. There's this one thing that I can share. I can't share you my trade secret, but there's one secret that I can share. You have to pay attention to the man's toes, and because every dick is different. Mm-hmm. So not everybody likes their dick sucked sloppy, wet, with noise. You have to pay attention to their nonverbal cues. Everybody will give you a little ooh and an ah, but you can't fake a toe curl.
Right.
And so you got to get into the right position, and you got to try different things until you see those toes curl.
So you got to take your socks off.
Well, I socks on, socks off. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna see them curl. And the minute I see the toes curl, I make like a little mental note, like, that's that move. That's his trigger. Mm. So you don't stay and pull the trigger over and over again. You give regular dick sucking. Like, let's say a lot for most guys, it's like the deep throat. You give them that deep throat and they give you that,
But sometimes they be deep throating and it be painful.
I know, but that's why I'm saying pay attention to the nonverbal cues because not everybody likes the deep throat.
Right.
So if they don't like the deep throat and you give them the deep throat and they don't ooh and an eyeing, that ain't for them. So then you want to go ahead and give them the hands to get the head. But anyway, back to the deep throat.
The handstand in the head.
The hands to get the head.
You just hold it and just concentrate on the head.
I like no hands.
I know, but every dick, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Every dick is different. Not there, two dicks the same.
So you start like with the shaft or you start with the balls? You grab the balls while you sucking it or what you do?
Okay. Back to my nonverbal cue. Sometimes, if his thing is the deep throat, then what you want to do is you want to suck his dick regular, and then every now and again you want to surprise him, go and just swallow the dick whole. Mm-hmm. Don't pull up on it and then make him shake a little bit and be like, I got that nigga, and you just keep doing it. You swallow it regular, you suck it regular for a little bit, and then you swallow it whole again, bam, and then you let him fuck the back of your throat for a couple seconds.
Now, do you think there's anything that's universal with men getting their dick sucked? Like, what's one thing that everybody liked for the most part?
No teeth.
Well, yeah.
No teeth.
I hate when people just put their mouth on it, but it ain't no suction going on. That's like, what are you doing? And they be begging to suck the dick. It's like, bitch, get up.
Right.
If you're sucking dick and it does not hurt you, then it's a problem. You're not doing it right. Yeah. Mm. I mean, because if you're just sucking it with loose jaws, that's a problem.
Right.
So you got to suck it tight and wet. I guess that's probably like 90% of the dicks like it wet. You let them out. Let the spit like drip down from your mouth.
No, y'all like all the spit. So how you like your dick?
I don't like all that bodily fluid.
See what I mean? Not two dicks built the same.
I don't like all that bodily fluid. You don't have to try to deep throat me. You don't have to try to do all this extra.
So you want to suck it clean?
Suck it. Just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Enjoy my penis. I don't need all the extra.
You want somebody to make love to it.
I don't want you don't have to gag on it, all the other stuff. That's.
So how do you suck? You suck dick?
Yeah.
So what's your technique?
He probably suck it how you like it to be sucked.
Yeah. I'd say some people think that it's just about sucking it, but they forget the tongue.
Oh, that's
that's a trick. Tongue is so important.
That's one of the tricks.
Got a little tongue. You just put it in a lot of tongue around the head.
Yeah.
Just simple stuff.
They call me hurricane tongue.
Yeah, and then just let them. Like,
come on,
you gotta
come out the side.
I don't deep throat, but you put the dick in the top of your mouth. So at the top, almost like where your tonsils are.
Yeah.
And then you suck it like that. That's more effective than actually a deep throat.
Okay, do you have a curve?
A little.
Dabrin, do he have a curve?
Oh my god.
Hey! No, the reason I ask is because maybe part of the reason you probably haven't been deep throat correctly. Because if you have
he's saying it might hurt because you have a curve.
Yeah, so if you have a curve, so
they gotta go with the curve.
You gotta go with the curve. So if you curve to the left, they need to suck your dick perpendicular.
They need to lay on their side.
Yeah, they need to lay on their side, suck their dick, so that the curve just curves right down to the back of their throat, and it just be in the back of the throat just feel like pussy. So that's
that's what it is.
Come on, pussy.
Bitch, I don't think I had that.
I've never had pussy, so I wouldn't know what it feels like.
Yeah. Tavarus had
boy
pussy
one time. At band camp.
But now I will say, okay, so I don't swallow cum. I don't.
I don't like the taste of pre-cum.
I don't want cum in my mouth.
I don't like it.
Everybody don't pre-cum.
Sound weird. I don't want you to spit, but I'll taste a little pre-cum. Just a little pre-cum.
Do you swallow too?
Who are you to me?
No, if you sucking it, I mean,
It depends on who you are to me. Like
Okay.
the last relationship, we were together for 3 years. Yes.
But I'm like, do you have
Like-
a cum fixation?
No.
Some people love cum.
No special occasions, anniversary, birthday, bar mitzvahs.
What does it taste like?
Come on, you sucking 16-year-old dick or 15-year-old dick?
What does it taste like?
Kissing your ass.
Well, I don't know. I don't. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't. Back to that. I don't like cum in my mouth. I don't want to suck dick to completion. I'm gonna just give you a nice, like, warm up.
So you never
and
had
then
a
for the
guy.
full exercise.
You never had a guy who
I didn't say
didn't
that.
tell you he was about to nut and just nutted in your mouth without saying.
No, I don't suck dick that long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I had a conversation with this guy that I'm kind of sort of messing around with. And we were talking about sex prior to, it was just like a healthy conversation, like, what do you like? What do I like? And we're just sitting across from each other, just, getting to know each other intimately and knowing. And he says to me something along the lines of, he likes to get his dick sucked to completion. And I was like, really? And that was a matter of first impression for me, because I thought, in my mind, that people just wanted their dick sucked because they wanted to get some ass. And in my mind, ass feels better than head. And so why would you want to, get your dick sucked when I got all this wagon I'm dragging? And I know this shit feel good.
But you know what? There are people who just love head and love oral.
Well, so then picture this. So when we were having sex, because, when we began to have sex, I felt like, I was like, oh, okay, or foreplay rather. I was like, oh, okay, you know what? I kind of, since I think that I'm decent at, sucking dick, I'm thinking like, oh, you know what? That'll be the true test, is if, he wants... Yeah, if he wants to come in my mouth, even though I was drunk at that time, so I was like, bitch, he gonna come in this motherfucking mouth, and he gonna come in this mouth today. Okay, period. And I'm swallowing it, gargling, and blowing bubbles, because I'm that bitch.
Well, you can have that.
No, you're not gonna walk away. You're not gonna walk away and read me in the room next time you see me. Be like, hey, I had a cheer with Blake, but it was cool.
Right.
No, bitch, you gonna walk away and be like, that motherfucker was nice.
So what happened?
He wanted to fuck.
Oh,
So,
he didn't want no head.
No, I gave him the head,
Oh.
and the head was amazing, because I must say I was going the fuck in.
Come on.
I was
He
snatching.
didn't think it was amazing.
I was snatching souls and trophies, baby girl. So then he was like, ooh, just turn around. I was like, okay. So we have sex, and after the sex was done, I was like, well, how would you grade that head? Because I noticed that, we had that conversation about you wanting A, B, C, X, Y, Z, and this is what. And, that's what I was trying to do for you. He was like, honestly, the head was amazing. And I guess he said this to me. He was like, but I did say to you, like, if the head is really, really, really good, I'm going to want to fuck.
Oh.
And your head was A+, and the ass was even better. And I said, duh. All right. Hey, in case you listen, because I know Tavarus probably sent you the link.
Well, hold on. How many times have you had sex with him? Or do y'all go together now? What?
We've only had sex once, and our schedules haven't. We don't go together. It was good.
2 more times.
Yeah, 2 more times we're probably gonna go together.
I don't really like sucking dick like that, but sometimes you see a beautiful dick and you just be like, I just want to swallow the whole thing.
No.
No? Did you want to suck it like a chicken bone?
I like sucking smaller dicks though.
I don't like sucking dick,
Yeah,
period.
I guess.
Yeah.
I just.
I like what you call boyfriend dick. It's not too big.
Oh, yeah,
it's not too
definitely.
small. It's just
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
Gentleman's cock.
And it ain't cross-eyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one you ain't got a fleet for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can go to dinner and fuck.
Yeah.
I like that
I
kind
don't
of
know.
deal.
I've never came off ass before. So for
Huh?
me, like if the head's
You never
not
came off
good,
ass?
like,
Hold up, off of fucking you never came? So you love head.
I do like head. I do prefer some head,
Really?
but I've never came off ass. Like your shot is.
Oh my God. I've
I've never came off ass.
Niggas beg to suck the dick.
You ain't had no good boxes.
No, I've had some great box. I've had some great box.
And then
I'm
but they
kidding,
gotta
I'm
finish
just
from
kidding.
jacking you off and sucking you.
Either or I just finished myself.
I would
Like
feel-
I've
wow.
never.
I would feel
I've
disrespected.
never-
No, I do feel disrespected. But that has happened to.
And I always go in before this happens. I say, look, I've never come off ass before.
But you,
So
but you know
don't
what?
be
You probably say
offended.
that to plant the seed to make them work harder.
No. So don't be
ain't
offended
nothing like a
if
bitch
it never
working hard.
happens. If it doesn't happen, it's okay. It's
Okay.
not you. It's literally guilt.
What do you think it is about you that why do you not come off ass?
You know, I've thought about this and talked to some of my friends who are psychiatrists. Psychiatrists. Okay. Because they didn't get that.
They didn't get their papers.
And I think, so I really think that it's just mental. Because my boyfriend in high school cheated so much that I was never really wanting to have sex with him. So I think for me to honestly not think if you're doing this with somebody else, it's a mental block. And I think that just stops me from coming.
Oh, okay.
Even
in 25.5.
No, I'm going to ask what Tavarus is probably about to ask you. Even when you have it raw?
Yeah.
Oh.
So niggas be begging you to nut in them and you just can't do it.
I would never nut in somebody.
Why?
You sounded disappointed.
No,
I want them to experience life.
I never had it. My goal is before I leave this earth that I will come off some ass and hopefully come in it, and we can have a whole cream pie situation and just be great and blessed.
The only time I can't come off ass is if the ass is loose. Or we've been fucking all night and the walls is just
you said that before.
worn out for that nigga.
Yeah.
But if you wore the walls out, bitch.
Right.
So why can't
That's your house.
I can't feel a grip?
So what are the perfect walls?
No, but I'm saying, you know how you be fucking for so long.
Conversation going left.
No, you be fucking for so long it just be open.
It just be open.
It's just like, okay, I'm not gonna nut, so lick my balls and I'm gonna jack off.
Well, that's usually just how it is.
Yeah. Well, no, not usually. I'm just saying sometimes.
No, that's how you for me. I'm not
I always come when I have sex. Every single time.
I must. Well, I faked it a couple times. If I was over it, I'd be like, okay, I nutted.
I don't need to come.
I don't need to come every time either.
But you said, do you get hard while you're getting fucked though, or no?
It depends. So I recently discovered that if you playing with the booty hole and you're doing it really, really good, I got one pleasure zone that if you take that pleasure zone to the 10th power, that's it. That's just the only one. You concentrate on one at a time. I can't be like hard, nipples erect, and booty wet all at the same time. No. If you playing with my nipples, sucking my nipples, as long as you're not playing with my ass, my dick will be hard. And if you are playing with my dick, my ass is not going to.
So if they eating you, you're not hard.
Not hard when you eat me out.
Wow.
That's weird. Maybe I'm just horny all the time.
So you
My
just
dick
get
is
pleasure
hard
out
all
of
the time.
what? Just feeling the throbbing inside if you don't nut? Or what is it? If you don't come, how do you get pleasure out of that?
I get pleasure out of pleasing. So that's why, like, if a guy did not come, then that wouldn't bring me pleasure.
Type of way.
Yeah. So if I couldn't please him, but I would work very hard though.
You hard when you get fucked.
I'm hard always, no matter what's going on.
He look like he hard now, Joe.
I'm not.
Stand up, Dave Reed. Dave Reed. I can't get all the way up, sugar.
I am not, but I do. For me, like I said before, you can just touch me and I'm with it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Give me that look.
Yeah, I turn right on.
It's done.
Yeah. Well, on that note,
Tavarus got a session.
we gonna see y'all next week. No, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Check us out on iTunes, Facebook, YouTube, everything at Ratedmapodcast. Also, feel free to send in your questions at ratedmapodcast@gmail.com. We will be doing a fan questions episode soon. Thank you very much, Kelvin, for coming to sit and chat with us.
Thank you for having me. And
Appreciate you.
if y'all don't come on our podcast,
We are.
it's going to be some problems.
We gonna come on there. Oh, did you use your free pass? to
I
ask your
did
question?
not use my free pass. I wasn't even going to use it. I didn't even have
That's
a question to
okay.
ask.
We tell all our business anyway.
It was good.
Maybe we need the free pass to ask.
Kelvin, a question?
Ask me a question.
You go first.
I
You go.
said-
It's gonna be the same question, sis.
No, you
We ain't even talk. We ain't even talk about the day.
We gonna let it ride.